EPFX, as it's called in North America, which is electrophysiological X-ray assessment. It is the most modern and most sophisticated healthcare software that exists in the world that can actually detect the stress and the triggers and the imbalances in the body and help the doctor find the right way of treatment. It's basically based on the scientifically proven knowledge that body is an electrical body. That every cell in the body functions at a certain frequency. So what the device does is measuring the response to certain stressors in the body, which is viruses, any other microorganisms, food sensitivities, true allergies, toxins, or any other abnormalities, even the chromosomal abnormalities. So by finding these imbalances in the body, then you're able to treat all these imbalances and address the physical, mental, and emotional. And that's what's really unique with this device, because it can do it all, and it's all in one. And another benefit is that it can detect the stress in the organ before it becomes a disease. The biofeedback device contains over 200 of biofeedback therapies and uses over 70 modalities, which includes anywhere from homeopathy, homotoxicology, electroacupuncture, traditional Chinese medicine, nutrition, neurolinguistic programming, which is a huge tool to use for psychological balancing, to chakra balancing, to dark field microscopy, chiropractic adjustments, craniosacral therapy, reflexology, and etc. It has also built in an anti-aging program, fat reduction, skin toning, and all the other anti-aging treatments. What's actually amazing with the biofeedback is that it's not only a diagnostic tool, it also is able, once it finds imbalances, to correct these imbalances and bring the person into a balanced state of health. And the body knows what health is, and it will try and work very hard to maintain that state. Diagnosing the problem, we only need one visit, but one visit is not enough if we want to treat the person with using the biofeedback, which is actually one of the biggest assets to this device, that it can find the stress and reduce the stress. And in my experience, in my practice, I find that people definitely get better if they have more consecutive treatments. So I would say from 3 to 5 more, I would say 5 treatments, depending actually on the disease. Has been very successful in treating insomnia as well, and more chronic stress-related disorders, toxicity, PMS, and hormonal imbalances, and any other disorder that Western medicine has been able to identify or help with. There are a lot of practitioners out there that use biofeedback device, but they're not allowed to diagnose or treat the patient. They can only reduce the stress. The greatest success I've had with using this device has been in treating children with behavioral disorders, with ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, autism, Asperger's syndrome, etc. Why it's great for children? Because it is very subtle and non-invasive way, and there is no need for communication, and it's not reliant on any visual, verbal, language skills, or any consciousness thought process. Same thing with the allergy testing. It's a great device, especially, again, I say for children, because they're really hard to test otherwise for allergies, because they need to have blood taken. So it's a huge stress for a child, as well as for toxicity assessment. In order to assess somebody for toxicity, especially heavy metal toxicity, which we find lately has been related to the behavioral disorders in children, we can do the assessment with the device, and then if needed we can do further testings like hair analysis and so on. But it is quite accurate test because it really is unbiased, and it is your body telling us and giving us the response to the certain stress